standing at the back of the room there and just looking around, and it just reconfirms what a great city this is, and a great place to work and a great place to invest. I think I know 95% of the people in the room, and I know the narratives behind what they're doing in this city, and those stories are just outstanding. But the city, of course, doesn't operate and doesn't function, and a high-performing city particularly doesn't function based upon those individual efforts. In fact, the great cities are the cities that can agglomerate that effort, that can join the wires between the great organisations and the untapped potential in those cities. And that's what I really like about the Penrith progression, that it's been a vehicle to unify and bring the collective expertise and perspectives that we have in the room today together to define the city's future. And what will that future look like? Well, as it's well known by those in the room, the 21st century is without doubt the century of cities. But today our world is more urbanised than ever, and there's no sign of that trend reversing, nor from my perspective a necessity for that to reverse or abate. But the future of cities has never been more open to contest. Those that in the past were strong are in some circumstances languishing. Other new cities are emerging. It's my view, however, that the cities that make up Greater Western Sydney are not so much emerging as rushing the gate, and I believe bolting to the winner's flag. And it's actually, I firmly believe, in the west of Sydney that global Sydney's future will be defined. As the Penrith progression will show, there's profound untapped potential in our CBD, as there is in other CBDs across Western Sydney. And of course, what we have an abundance of is population. And I'll go back to the point I made. Imagine the untapped potential in that. I could speak, there's great attention to the creation of new rail lines and infrastructure into the Pilbara. The resource in the Pilbara is the iron ore. The resource that we have in our place, in our high-growth Western Sydney, is the intellectual mass of our communities. And that's vastly untapped. Indeed, it is the case, I believe, that the potential, the economic and social potential of this region is still underestimated. A recent State Treasury report estimated that Western Sydney's annual contribution to Australia's gross regional product makes it the third largest economy, and it's also one of the fastest growing, and that will continue. Western Sydney is Australia's largest manufacturing region, and it's been described as the industrial engine room of the New South Wales economy. Furthermore, it accounts for over 1/3 of all people employed in the Sydney metropolitan area. And together, the 14 local government areas in Greater Western Sydney comprise the country's fourth most populous city. And something that BJ Kumar of the Penrith Business Alliance has brought my attention to is that the debate about whether Sydney is a city. It's certainly, I believe, and it's his contention and mine, a shared contention, that Sydney comprises three cities at least: Central Sydney, the global city; Parramatta, the central city; and the great city comprising that broad arc between the northwest and the southwest sector, of which Penrith is at its heart. And that great city, the New West is a term that we're using it, is the place that you're in today, and the place I believe a profound opportunity into the future. So our challenge, however, is to grow that great city, that region in economic and population terms, without fostering or compromising the livability. I know that you're interested by attending here today. I know that you're interested in how you can play a role in defining that future, and how you can play a role in defining the extent to which Greater Western Sydney prospers and grows. The journey we're on today started with the future of Penrith, Penrith of the future, which in itself was an intriguing piece of work. It created a vision for transformation of the city. Not on our terms, not through mimicry, not borrowing what other cities do and thinking that that will work for Penrith, but respecting boast about the Sydney Science Park, University of Western Sydney's bold plans for its Warrington campus, the Health and Education Precinct, the Panthers Precinct, Penrith Lakes, but still, not even that is enough, because as Ed Blakely will tell us shortly, whilst we have economic strengths, we also have economic priorities. Our economy is imbalanced, and the sectors of employment that dominate today won't carry us into the future. So I thank you again for coming. I'm going to hand over shortly to Ed to present on the economic sectors that we believe will carry us into the future. Our aim is that Penrith CBD is positioned and then offered to those economic sectors. So just to recap, today is about realising our ideas and agreeing on the best projects in the Penrith CBD or in the privileges, which will take Penrith to the next level. It's about building on our strengths, not pursuing everything, but to pursuing the most critical niche markets that can sweep us into the future and define a desirable future for the city. And as we know, it's not just commerce that makes a city. So I certainly want you to be thinking also about the attractiveness of the place, the attraction and magnetism of the place, why people will not want to come here for necessity,